comment,
and subscribe for more content.
Where's the notification bell?
It's to the right of you.
Oh.
What's up, guys? It's DK Wrestler here from a Funko Podcast, and in today's video, it's a brand new edition of Cop Up or Pass Up. But before that happens, make sure you press the subscribe button for more content like this video in the future, and press the little bell beside it to be notified of when that future content gets released. But anyways, guys, let's check it out. So like I said, today's video is a brand new edition of Cop Up or Pass Up. And those brand new to the channel, Cop Up or Pass Up is a series where I look at a certain set of Funko items and determine via detail, my own personal reaction, and the overall hype from the Funko fanatics on whether each of these items is worth copping up the money for or passing up the opportunity to get. And this episode will be on the recently announced Emerald City Comic Con 2021 exclusives, which do release this Wednesday through the Funko Lottery and then Thursday at the specific shared retailers. I originally wanted to do this video last week, however, last week on our channel was our 5 days of content in order to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Pokemon, so we decided to delay it 1 week, but it so happens to be the same week that Emerald City Comic Con pops are being released, and everyone's going to be talking about Emerald City Comic Con, so it's still a good time to release this. So kicking off these Emerald City Comic Con reveals was an early reveal on the Monday night, which was the Billy and Tommy 2-pack from WandaVision, which this is going to be shared to Amazon. This 2-pack is really cool. In my opinion, I feel this may be one of, if not the best pops in the WandaVision lineup thus far. I do feel like there's going to be more than what we've gotten so far, especially with the success of the show. The detail looks really nice on these pops. So just for that, I'm going to say cop up the money to get this set of pops. Then we go on to the official Day 1 reveals, which happened on the following day on the Tuesday. Can't remember the exact date, but it was a Tuesday, which kicks off with Weedle on the Needle for the Pop Books lineup. This is going to be shared to the Funko Shop in the US and Toys R Us here in Canada. Not a lot of people know what this is. It has to do something with Seattle, I'm pretty sure, and like a Seattle author made this character, if I'm not mistaken. The details are right, but personally, I'm not going to get this, and I don't think a lot of people are going to get this unless you are from the Seattle area and you'd be, I guess, a big fan of this. So overall, I think passing up the opportunity to get this pop. But now moving on to the next pop, it is Grimlock from Transformers, which this is going to be shared to GameStop in the US and EB Games here in Canada. This pop, like most of the Transformers pops, are really detailed. I do think this is better than quite a bit of the Transformers pops, but I don't think it's as detailed as the Target exclusive Starscream or even like the normal Optimus Prime pops, but it's right in that middle there. I do feel like this is going to be a sought after pop, and I think there's going to be quite a bit of people that are going to be getting this. So for right now, I'm going to say cop up the money to get this pop. Then we got ourselves pops for the animation series Thunder the Barbarian. These are going to be shared to the Funko Shop in the US and Toys R Us here in Canada. These pops are alright. They kind of look like Masters of the Universe pops, especially Thunder, who looks like He-Man. These are okay, but I kind of see these being a little bit of shelf sitters. So at the moment, I am going to say passing up the opportunity to get this set of pops. Then we got ourselves the HR Puff and Stuff Funko Soda that's going to be limited to 2,000 pieces, and it's considered show only. I know MD is super pumped about this. He's a big fan of HR Puff and Stuff, and I know he wants to get at least one, possibly two. I feel like though the chase is a little lazy in my opinion. I do feel like this is going to be super expensive at first on the secondary market, but it's going to be one of those characters that ends up being really cheap months later. So I feel like for right now, pass up the opportunity to get this Funko Soda. Then we got ourselves Underdog from, of course, Underdog. This is going to be a Funko Shop shared exclusive in the US, and then it's going to be shared to Toys R Us here in Canada. This is a pretty cool looking pop. There is some mixed reaction because there's some people that know about Underdog, but then there's some that don't know about Underdog. I don't really know about Underdog all that much. The detail is pretty cool, but I think I'm going to go more of my personal reaction on this and saying for right now, passing up the opportunity to get this pop. So then we got ourselves the set of Masters of the Universe items, which there is a pop, some Funko Sodas, and then a Pop Pez 2-pack, which the pop is of, I think it's called Mantenna, if I'm not mistaken. This is going to be shared to Walmart in the US and not going to be shared to anywhere in Canada. The Funko Sodas of Man at Arms and Cobra Con, Funko Shop in the US and Grosvenor here in Canada, which is a distribution company that will share to different local comic book shops. And then we got ourselves the 2-pack of Cobra Con and Spikor in the Pop Pez form. That will be limited to 1,000 pieces, so of course that will be show only. The Funko Pop looks pretty cool, although the mouth kind of looks like a butthole. I mean, Just saying. The Funko sodas are okay. I do like the Man-at-Arms one though, because I love the common. I love the chase because it's a completely different face, different color scheme, and I think that looks really, really cool. But now trying to compare these overall and whether it's worth copping up the money for or passing up the opportunity to get, I feel like that 1,000 piece Pop Pez is going to be really cheap in the next few months because Pop Pez don't normally go for a super high price in the secondary market. So I'm going to say passing up the opportunity to get these for right now. Then we got ourselves Najiri Hado from My Hero Academia, which this is going to be shared to the Funko shop in the US and shared to Toys R Us here in Canada. First off, I am super surprised that this isn't being shared to Hot Topic, because normally My Hero Academia pops usually get shared to Hot Topic, but this one's getting shared to the Funko shop. This thing has a huge amount of detail. So many people are so happy about this, and personally, I remember seeing this character because I had just recently finished My Hero Academia, so I kind of have a little bit of a fresh mind over this character, but not really. Detail's really cool with kind of the swirls around the arms and especially the hairstyle. So I'm going to say cop up the money to get this pop. Then we got ourselves Jackie Chun from Dragon Ball, which this is going to be shared to Box Lunch in the US and EB Games here in Canada. I think it's really cool that they're finally expanding beyond both Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. They're going towards the first series, which is just Dragon Ball, and I think it's really cool. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, reading the comments, this is an alter ego of, I think it's Master Roshi, I want to say. I'm not entirely sure. Cop up the money to get this pop. Then we got ourselves Buff Chopper from One Piece, which this is going to be shared to Hot Topic in both Canada and the US. I think this is a really, really cool, super detailed Funko Pop. People are super pumped because I don't think we've had a One Piece Comic-Con exclusive in quite a while now, at least a few years now. The detail of the face is really cool. It looks like it could be a 6-inch, but it's going to be a 4-inch pop, which is really, really cool. So just for right now, I'm going to say cop up the money to get this pop. Then we move on to what would have been day 2 reveals, which happened on a Wednesday, in which kicking off with the Belle with the green dress, which is going to be shared to Box Lunch in the US and EB Games here in Canada. I don't have much to say. It's just a Belle pop that we've gotten before, except it's in a green dress to kind of go with the Comic-Con, because Emerald City Comic-Con, it's all about green. Even though it's for the 30th anniversary lineup, I'm saying pass up the opportunity to get this pop. Then we got ourselves the Ogre from the Adventures of Gummy Bears, which originally, as shown on the glam shot, it's going to be limited to 1,500 pieces, so show only, but has since been updated to 3,000 pieces. This, once again, is a pop that MD is super pumped about. He really wants to get the entire set of Adventures of Gummy Bears. It has quite a bit of detail, but once again, Adventures of Gummy Bears has a certain fan base, not really a lot of people know about this. So at the moment, overall, I am going to say pass up the opportunity to get this pop. Then we got ourselves the Caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland 70th anniversary lineup, which this is going to be shared to Hot Topic in both Canada and the US. This is not too bad. I know there are some people that were hyping, but some people that were not hyping because there was something missing with the pop. I can't exactly remember what it was. It's got decent amount of detail, but at the same time, it's not really my cup of tea because I don't really like Alice in Wonderland. So at the moment, I am gonna say passing up the opportunity to get this pop. Then we got ourselves the Glow in the Dark Treasure Skeleton Pop Deluxe, which this is going to be show only and will be, as shown on the Funko app, limited to 4,000 pieces. This has to be, overall, between detail, hype, and personal reaction of mine, the best pop of the entire Emerald City Comic-Con. The glow in the dark looks so cool on this. The detail of the coins and the treasure chest and even the pop skeleton is so awesome. So I'm definitely going to say cop up the money to get this pop, honestly. Then we got ourselves what Funko was calling the Artist Series Military Green Yoda, which this is going to be shared to Target in the US and Toys R Us here in Canada. I don't understand why this was made. I mean, once again, it's the whole green theme, but I don't think a lot of people really care about this. So for right now, I am going to say passing up the opportunity to get this pop. Then we got ourselves SpiderMan 2099, which this is going to be shared to Walgreens in the US and Toys R Us here in Canada. It is super cool that we got somewhat of a revamp of SpiderMan 2099 because the last one we had was a Walgreens exclusive but made so many years ago, and I kind of always wanted a SpiderMan 2099 pop. However, it's not really doing much. I wish it was in a normal Spidey pose where maybe it was like this and like kind of crouched down, but there is cool details with like the spider webs and then just the overall design of how they kind of updated the colors a bit. So at the moment, I am going to say, because it's more personal to me, cop up the money to get this pop. Then we got ourselves the Marvel Zombies Morbius pop, which this is going to be shared to GameStop in the US and EB Games here in Canada. I am not a big fan of the Marvel Zombies lineup, and a lot of people aren't either, but personally, I do think this is one of the most detailed Marvel Zombies pops that Funko has made yet. But for right now, I'm gonna go with what most people would probably say, pass up the opportunity to get this pop. Then we got ourselves the Deadpool with Teddy Pants, which this is gonna be shared to Target in the US and Grosvenor here in Canada. I know that they're celebrating Deadpool's 30th anniversary, but at the same time, this is one of the worst Deadpool pops that Funko has made. When I think of Deadpool pops, this is something I would have never thought of, and I'm talking about in a bad way. I'm not a fan of this. So just for that, passing up the opportunity to get this pop. Then we got what's called the Seattle Squatch, I'm pretty sure, from the Seattle Sonics as a part of the NBA mascots lineup, which this is going to be shared to the Funko shop in the US and Toys R Us here in Canada. This is a cool looking Funko Pop, but personally, I don't think I'm going to get this pop, and I think a lot of people, unless you're from the Seattle area, yet again, I don't think a lot of people are going to be getting this pop. So overall, I will say pass up the opportunity to get this pop. Then we got the Darkwing Duck Funkoverse game, pass up. Nobody really cares about Funkoverse games. Then we got the final day of Emerald City Comic Con reveals, which happened on the Thursday, which kicking off with the television lineup, we have Dwight Schrute as Kerrigan from The Office. Now, of course, I do like Dwight. Dwight is my favorite character of The Office, but this isn't one of the characters or variants of Dwight's that I would think of off the top of my head for Funko to make next. It is okay, but of course, there's always the mixed hype with The Office because they make a lot of Dwight, Michaels, and Jims. As weird as it is for me to say, I am going to say pass up the opportunity to get this pop. Forgot to mention, the Dwight Schrute is going to be a Walmart exclusive. Then we got ourselves the Deep from The Boys, which this is going to be shared to Amazon. This is an alright looking pop. I have not seen The Boys yet. This pop is a little mediocre. It's just got his hands to the side. I can't see this selling out on the first day of release. Just for right now, I'm going to say pass up the opportunity to get this pop. Then we got ourselves Diana with Lizard Face, which this is going to be shared to FYE in the US and Sunrise Records here in Canada. There's a little bit of a fan base for V. I do like the detail with like the lizard face underneath, kind of like peeling the skin, but other than that, I don't think a lot of people are going to get this, and I think it's going to be kind of a shelf sitter as terms of these Comic-Con pops. So just for that, I am going to say passing up the opportunity to get this pop. Then we got ourselves Kenny Powers from Eastbound and Down, which this is going to be shared to Amazon. This is an okay looking pop. I do like the detail of the fact that he was probably wearing sunglasses and then he got sunburned, so then you got kind of like the weird bad tan line. Overall though, I'm gonna have to say for right now, passing up the opportunity to get this pop. Then we got ourselves Scott Pilgrim versus the World, which we got ourselves 2 Funko sodas. One is of Todd Ingram, which will be limited to 10,000 pieces and will be shared to Hot Topic in both Canada and the US. Then we got a Matthew Patel soda, which will be limited to 2,000 pieces, and that's gonna be shared to Newberry Comics in the US and Toys R Us here in Canada. And then we got Kim Pine, which is going to be shared to the Funko shop in the US and Toys R Us here in Canada. Now, these Funko sodas are okay. I think I am going to be planning on getting that Todd Ingram Funko soda because I think it's pretty cool, but the Matthew Patel is, I've never really been a fan of Matthew Patel as is. And then the Kim Pine with that outfit near the end of the movie, I feel like they should have done a 3-pack with Young Neil and Steven Stills when they all had this attire. I felt like that would have been a little better. That's kind of like the new Sex Bomb. However, because Scott Pilgrim has like kind of a small fan base, I am going to say for right now, even though I do like the Funko soda of Todd Ingram, passing up the opportunity to get this set of Funko items. Then we got ourselves Bony Tony from Garbage Pail Kids, which this is going to be shared to Hot Topic in both Canada and the US. This is a really super detailed pop. This is probably one of the best Garbage Pail Kids pops to date. The detail with the peeling of the face looks really cool, and I feel like this is going to be one of the first to sell out besides, I think, the Buff Chopper when the pops get released at Hot Topic. So for right now, I am going to say cop up the money to get this pop. Then we got ourselves Plumpy from Candyland, which this is going to be shared to the Funko shop in the US and Toys R Us here in Canada. So cool that they're doing Candyland pops for Comic Cons. I am surprised that they didn't do a green player piece like they did the red one, but green for Emerald City Comic Con, but they did do a green character, which I guess fits the theme and is pretty cool. However, I don't think Plumpy is really one of the first characters I think of Candyland, but retro toys, a huge lineup that people like. So for right now, I'm going to say cop up the money to get this pop. Then we got ourselves Wonder Woman with Tiara Boomerang, which this is going to be shared in the US as both Books A Million and Barnes & Noble shared exclusive. And then in Canada, it's going to be a Grosvenor exclusive. I feel this is going to be a little mediocre. This is not as good as the New York Comic Con variant, which for right now I am going to say pass up the opportunity to get this pop. Then we got ourselves Man and Spectre from Batman in the DC lineup, which Man is going to be shared to the Funko shop in the US and Spectre is going to be shared with Entertainment Earth in the US, but both of these will be shared to Toys R Us here in Canada. I know there's a lot of people that were hyping for that Spectre pop, but there were some people that were hyping for the Deadman pop too. I feel personally these aren't too detailed, but at the same time, I love when they do pops where the cape acts as a stand so that you don't have to have a stand. For such simplistic designs, these are pretty detailed. So for right now, I am going to say cop up the money to get these pops. And then the last set of pops to discuss about is for the games lineup, and that is the Pokemon pops. We got the Diamond Collection Charmander and the Diamond Collection Vaporeon, which Charmander will be shared to Target in the US. Vaporeon will be shared to Barnes & Noble in the US, but both of these will be shared to Toys R Us here in Canada. Now, it seems like the way that this is going is that 2020 we had flocked exclusives. Could we have Diamond Collection exclusives going forward in 2021? Who knows? Here's the thing, it's Pokemon, and especially people are going to cop for this set. So I am going to say overall, because it's Pokemon, cop up the money to get these pops. But anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed today's edition of Cop Up or Pass Up, make sure you smash that like button. Comment in the comment section below to let me know what your favorites are for Emerald City Comic Con, and do you agree or disagree with my list? Let me know in the comment section below. And like I said earlier, press the subscribe button for more content like this video in the future, and press the little bell beside it to be notified of when that future content gets released. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching today's video, and hope to see you guys next time. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here. Follow us on all of our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at A Funko Popcast. If you want to check out some of our other content that's featured on our channel, you can click either the playlist that's on your screen right now featuring previous episodes of our weekly podcast, A Funko Popcast, or we have suggested a video for you guys in relation to today's video.